Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play today's Connections. It is March 23rd, 2025, Sunday, and we're playing Connections number 651. Okay, today's 16 words are smart, airplane, back, pocket, grab, buttons, stop, fly, ferry, entrance, black, rivet, Mac, wrist, absorb, and hospital. Hospital. What's that gonna do with anything? Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, I always say that, but really, sometimes when I see the words, I'm like, I don't know what to make of them. They're odd words, but of course they must have some connection together, right? Or else I would be doing this, right? Well, something that's rivet, absorb, is to sort of like catch someone's interest, right? Okay, so grab your attention. I mean, I suppose like stop you in your tracks, like like something that's really very like interesting that will grab your attention. Yeah, I think it's about grabbing your attention. I think that's what this is. I'm looking at this smart back. Good. Wow. Smack. The others don't seem to make sense in that case, so I'm gonna try that. Tension. Ooh, one away. I think I got that. Oops. And that's interesting. Okay, one away. What else could that be then? Wait. Oh, entrance, right. I was reading it as entrance, like a door. Okay, so there was a fifth one which I missed, so that was my mistake there. That's the tricky thing sometimes with these nouns and verbs. I think we've discussed this before. Sometimes you forget whether it is a noun, an entrance, or entrance, right? Okay. So I don't think it's gonna be stop then, because that stop was just me trying to find something that makes sense. But I think grab, entrance, not entrance, entrance. I keep saying that. You see, I keep saying entrance ribbon. I think these are definitely the group. So okay, I hope I'm not wasting a second guess here, but I think this is the one. I really do think so. Okay, let's try this. Yes, captivate. Okay, well, grab attention. I think that's fair enough. Okay, what do we have? Fairy tale, fairy godmother. You got a like smart Alec. What is this? Pocket watch, stopwatch, wristwatch, smartwatch. Okay, so let me see. Fly watch, back watch, black watch, fairy watch, back watch. So the others are not watches. So I think these are the watches. Words that modify watch. Okay. I mean, another way you could say that is, you know, watch comes at the end of it, right? They want to say words that modify watch. Okay, if that's what they want to call it, fine. Just by being blue group. Okay. I don't know what this Mac thing is just yet either. I don't really know. Buttons. I know like fly can also be like like the fly of your pants. Um, you have buttons on a shirt. I don't know if it had anything to do with that. Hospital, airplane. I mean, they seem like they could be like movies or locations, some kind of sets, maybe. Um, Black Black Beauty, got Horsefly, fairy tale, fly, fairy tale, backtrack, Mac, Mac the knife. Is that a song or something? I don't know. Why does that come to my mind? Mac and cheese, Mac. I mean, Mac, black, and back. Obviously, they rhyme, but there's fourth one. Anyway, I don't think we'll be rhyming. Is what we're looking for here. Buttons. You can push buttons. Fairy tale. Airplanes have a tail, but a fairy tale is a different thing. Um, fly. Horsefly. Horsefly, no, housefly, right? A housefly, house. Mac. What is Mac? Hospital, army hospital, public hospital, private private airplane, private hospital, but ferry. Well, I mean, a ferry can fly, a fly can fly, obviously, an airplane can fly, but I mean, a hospital cannot fly. A black and a back, they can't fly. What's a mech then, right? What is a mech? Are those things that can fly? Okay. Oh boy. I am kind of stuck here. Maybe this is super obvious for y'all, but it's not for me. Remote control buttons, radio, blackjack, backtrack. Don't want to try with things that can fly. Fairies can fly, but fairy godmother. Uh, fairy tale. Mac. It's not mac and cheese. That's not good. Smack. You can add that as the front. Um, mobile hospital. I have no idea what these are actually. Something obvious and something it's not. Okay, but I still don't know. I got your back. Get back. Backfire. Black. Black beauty. Black ops. I just want to go with things that can fly. I really doubt that. I don't even know what Mac is anyway. These do not sound like things. I'm just gonna try it. I have no idea. One away. Okay, well, I don't know why the one away is so high up. It's not usually that high up. That is interesting. Okay, so one away. I don't know really. Because I don't have many guesses left, and I really. Oh, it's painful. The thought of losing my streak again when I've been building it up so well. I mean, sometimes I know it happens, but it's just I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to think of what it could be. If I go by sound, and I think that black, back, and Mac means something, then maybe it doesn't belong in this group, and then something else does. But if I was going with that logic of things that can fly, but buttons can't fly, right? I mean, hospital, fly. Because if I try this again and it's not it, then it's very risky. I mean, it'll still give me a clue as to which of these four that I tried, where the Mac was or wasn't. But I'm not too sure. I mean, this is so risky right now. It's super risky. Sometimes it's hard, when you are recording and you can't really go back and like, okay, well, I'm gonna come back to it and see when I think about it then. But also I want to say that at the end of the day, it's not that serious. It's just a game that I record for you folks to watch. It's really not that serious. So I think I am gonna try something with the flying one. I don't really know. Okay, so ferry, airplane, fly. What of these two things, which do I feel like are the most? I don't think black and back is fly. Back off. What do we have? Blackout. Blackout. Outback. Out. Yeah, fairy tale, fly tails. Hospital block. Hospital wings. Oh wait, things with wings. Oh my god. So the flying thing was I was kind of there. These are things with wings, right? This is ridiculous. I think this has to be things with wings. Well, I don't know what these are the rest yet, but I think this has to be wings, right? Things with wings. Oh my god, this green group pissed me off because what is this group? I can't believe this group. Oh my god. I don't know. I kind of feel like sometimes if I were to meet Wine Liu in person, I'd have some words. I really would. Okay, so this is the purple group. Good news for y'all is that my streak still good. Bad news is that I don't know what this group is. Mac black back butts. Black belts. Back seat. Um, are these components of something? Buttons. Back at the buttons. Back. Um, press. Press buttons. Push buttons. Black. Oops. Back out. Out back. Back. I think the Mac is messing me up because the Mac, I don't know what that really means. Black box. I don't know. I just have to keep them. I don't know what this is. Words repeated in Miss Mary Meg. Well, no wonder I was never gonna get that. I have no idea what Miss Mary Meg is. Is that a nursery rhyme? Let me just check this. Miss Mary Meg. What is this? Okay, so Mary Mac, also known as Miss Mary Mac, is a clapping game of unknown origin and is well known in various parts of the US, Australia, Canada, and in New Zealand. Well, no wonder. I mean, it's mostly just in. I mean, even on. I mean, Wikipedia, of course. There's always that disclaimer of it's not 100% accurate or even that accurate, but it does use some good sources sometimes, right? And if this is what they're saying is true, it's mostly in the U.S., Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. It's not in any Asian countries. How the hell are we ever gonna get that? I mean, to me, it's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I know New York Times is obviously meant for a more U.S. audience, but still can't help but feel a little bit like, oh, what the hell is this purple group? But fair enough. I mean, again, the aim of the game is not to necessarily name the categories just to get them in groups, right? So in that sense, that's what I did do. I mean, I'm not gonna get the point for the category, obviously, I didn't know that, but at least I got 3 points: captivate, words and modify watch, and things with wings, which was honestly a last one. I mean, I'm kind of glad that I tried something silly like, oh, things that fly, even though they thought it made sense. But luckily, that gave me sort of the right mindset to think about not only just things that fly, but the fact that hospitals have wings, right? Parts of the hospital, like hospital block, hospital wing. So I'm kind of glad that my brain was able to get there in the end. It was very much dodgy there for a second there. But yeah, I managed to keep it. I mean, it's not a perfect game, obviously, two mistakes, but I made it another day, and yeah, I gotta be just grateful for that. But yes, let me know in the comments how you did. If you know the song, I think you guys know Miss Mary Mac. We have clapping games as well here. We just don't call it Miss Mary Mac. So yeah. But I'm sure for those of you who remember it, but that would be interesting is that what will be interesting is that maybe even though this is known in the US, it might not be known throughout the whole of the US because US is so big. It's a big country with loads of states. I mean, this clapping game might be called something else. The lyrics might be different, even though so it very much could be something different in another part of the US or even another part of Australia, Canada, whatever. So yeah, I'm curious to know your thoughts if you're familiar with this little clapping game. Did you used to play it? Do kids still play it nowadays? I mean, I feel like this is more of like older generations. So I feel like modern generation kids nowadays, they don't. Do they still really play like the same clapping games that we like? Who's passing this knowledge on to them, right? But I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.